When cricket was first started in late 16th century, the game played then was totally different from what it is now. The whole improvisation did not happen overnight and it took many years to become the game it is at present. Back then, bowlers used to bowl underarm to batsmen and it almost continued till late 19th century. Slowly, the whole perspective of the game changed as it became more professional and popular. The shape of the bat back then was similar to modern day hockey sticks and rolling the arm over wasn't practiced yet. The first officially recognized test match dates back to the year 1877 when England toured Australia. After that, many reciprocal tours happened between them which was later recognized as the Ashes competition in 1882.
Though the origin of cricket was in late 16th century, the major recognition of viewership started during the 1970s. This was due to the intervention of ICC in international cricket and the start of the Cricket World Cup, a major cricketing event. Though ICC was established in 1907 as Imperial Cricket Conference, it became fully functional after 1964 when it took decisions like inclusion of non-test playing nations, amendments of rules and regulations, and conducting World Cup from 1975 alongside tours. With the continuous growth of international recognition towards cricket, ICC started to improve the standards of cricket and better governance was brought into place. In this episode, we will discuss major events that took place in the sport that changed its definition, fan base, and economy.
One, the Blue Book. A set of rules and regulations are drafted in any sport not only to define it but also to maintain the conduct of players. The first set of basic rules were drafted into a Blue Book known as the Laws of Cricket by Marylebone Cricket Club in London in 1704. Many amendments happened since then after ICC intervened and adopted these laws. Even today, minor adaptations or changes are made regularly just to improvise the sporting nature of the game. The most recent one being done after criticism it obtained due to implementation of boundary control in a World Cup final.
Test status. Test cricket has the longest match duration and is considered as the game's highest standard. The test playing nations are granted test status by ICC. Australia and England were the first recognized test playing nations, which was followed by South Africa and West Indies. India obtained its test status in the year 1932, followed by Pakistan in 1952 after the partition of 1947. Currently, 12 teams hold test playing status, with Afghanistan and Ireland being the youngest ones to achieve it. Once a nation obtains its test status, it has to uphold it by performing well in test cricket. A country can lose its test status due to its poor performances or other reasons, as in the case of South Africa, whose test status was temporarily cancelled due to apartheid.
World Cup. World Cup of 1975 was a major event in the growth of cricket as one-day internationals acquired more popularity because both teams perform on same day and result is also obtained on the same day, unlike Test cricket which would be played for 5 days. Such format had more intense thrilling moments which were appreciated more by the audience. So ICC continued to conduct such tournaments on a big scale every 4 years at different venues. Back then, West Indies used to have the monopoly in the initial editions because of quality pacers and some pretty good batsmen until other teams started giving competition. From the 1987 World Cup, the format was reduced to 50 overs, making India the only team to have won a 60 over, a 50 over and a 20 over World Cup. The only other team that has chance to achieve this feat is West Indies. Later, many changes were brought by Kerry Packer like the introduction of colour jersey, helmet, day and night matches, field restrictions and white ball cricket. Hence, he is truly justified as father of modern day revolutionized cricket.
Technology. Cricket is arguably one of the most popular sports in the world that make frequent use of technology during play. In 1992, third umpire was introduced to support the on-field umpires in decision making. The role of third umpire was further diversified after introduction of DRS in the year 2008. Different technologies were adopted like Hawkeye, Ultra Edge, Hotspot, Spider-Cam to improve the standards of the game.
T20 Cricket. The inaugural T20 World Cup of 2007 was a major factor for rise of limited over cricket. It all started with the first T20 international played between New Zealand and Australia in 2005. Immense response was obtained towards T20 format as people could witness high scoring games, huge shots and edge of the seat thrillers. Such a response proved that conduction of T20 leagues could attract a huge fan base and thus the board could acquire heavy income. This was first caught by Lalit Modi, Vice President of BCCI, and mastermind behind franchise-based T20 competition. This is how Indian Premier League and other T20 leagues such as BBL, CPL, and PSL were started.
In this way, these major events changed the dynamics of the game and transformed it into the modern day game which we all love. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell icon to get instant notifications. Please support us for more exciting content.